Welcome everyone. Today we will dive into Python operators, which are fundamental in writing efficient and clear Python code. We will cover different types of operators and how they are used. Okay, so let's get started. Now, introduction. Operators in Python are symbols that perform operations on variables and values. Understanding them is crucial for logical and arithmetic operations in any Python program. Okay, so let us first understand arithmetic operators. They are used for mathematical calculation. So we see addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and more. Now you can see this sign double slash. This is floor division. Okay, and this double star, this is used for exponential. Okay, so you can see your example, like for example a equal to 10, b equal to 3. So you can print a statement where you are doing addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, floor division. This is modulo operator, percentage sign, which will just give you remainder, and this is exponential. Okay, then comes assignment operators. They simplify the code for modifying variables values directly. Okay, so for example you can see here x is equal to 5. Okay, you have x plus equal to 3. So you know what it is, like 5 plus 3 will become 8. Okay, that is on. So it is basically a shorthand kind of a thing. So instead of writing x is equal to x plus 3, you can just put plus equal to 3. All right, then comes comparison relational operator. These operators helps in decision making. They return true or false based on the comparison. So if the condition, like see over here, example x is equal to 10, y is equal to 20, and then we are trying to print it, x is greater than 10, x is greater than y. So is x greater than y? So if it is, then it will show true, and if it is not, it will show false. Same way, x double equal to y, whether they are equal. If they are not equal, what it will do? It will return false. Next, s less than or equal to y. So yes, x is less than y, 10 is less than 20, so it will return true. Okay, this is how this comparison operators works. Let us go ahead. Logical operators. Now they are used to combine conditional statements. Okay, so they are useful in, you know, when we have different conditions. So the operator returns true if both the conditions are true, or returns true if at least one condition is met. Okay, that is when for the or operator. So for and operator, if both are true. For or, if one condition is true, and this one will negate it, it will change it to the opposite of it. Like suppose not operator means opposite of it, it will put the negotiation condition. Okay, like over here, we let us see an example. X is equal to 5, y is equal to 10. Print x is greater than 3. Yes, x is greater than 3, and y is less than 10, less than 15. So yes, 10 is less than, both the conditions are true, so output will be true because both are true, and it's an and operator. Okay, this is how it works. Now let us understand bitwise operators. They are used to perform bitwise operations. So here you can see there are different operators existing. First one is bitwise AND operator. Okay, it takes two equal length bit patterns as parameters. The two bit integers are compared, and if the bits in the compared positions of bit patterns are 1, then the resulting bit is 1. Okay, and if not, it will be 0. Okay, next comes your bitwise OR operator. Now it takes two equivalent length bit designs as boundaries, and if the two bits in the looked at position are 0, the next bit is 0, and if not, it is 1. Okay, next comes your bitwise NOT operator. It works with a single value and returns its ones complement. This means it toggles all the bits in the value, transforming 0 bits to 1 and 1 bits to 0, resulting in the ones complement of the binary number. Next is your Python bitwise XOR operator, also known as exclusive OR operator. It is used to perform the XOR operation on two operands. Okay, stands for exclusive OR, that is XOR, and it returns true if and only if exactly one of the operands is true. Now, in the context of bitwise operations, it compares corresponding bits of two operands. And if the bits are different, it returns 1, otherwise, it returns 0. Next is your bitwise right shift operators. Okay, now these operators are used to shift the bits on a number left or right, thereby multiplying or dividing the number by 2 respectively. Okay, they can be used when we have to multiply or divide a number by 2. Okay, next comes your operator bitwise left shift. Okay, so the shifts the it will shift the bits of the number to the left and fill 0 on the void right as a result. Okay, so similar effects as of multiplying the two number with the power of 2. Okay, so you can see here we have an example: a is equal to 5, b is equal to 3. Yeah, and on that this is the way, this is the pattern which we have written. We can apply the operators. Okay, let us go ahead. Let us understand membership operator. Now these operators check for the presence of values, okay, in the list, tuples and dictionaries. Okay, so you can see in, not in. So we have a list, for example, and we are checking whether, 2 is present in list 1 or not, 5 not in list 1 or not. Like that we can do the checking. So we can do it for tuples also, we can do it for dictionaries also. Okay, then comes your identity operators. So used to compare memory locations of objects. Okay. Now same thing is and is not. So it will check for, it will check like, whether they are equal or not. Okay. And whether they are present in the same memory location or not. Okay. So let us go ahead. Next, operator precedence. Now this will determine the order of operations. Parenthesis can be used to override precedence when necessary. Okay, so it defines the priority of operators. Like for example, here you can see in the example 3 plus 5 into 2. So multiplication is a higher precedence. So first if we'll do 5 into 2, whatever answer will come, it will add it to 3. Okay. Then comes special operators in Python. So this operator sign which you see over here, this is called as walrus operator. It allows assignment within expressions and reducing the redundant code. Okay, so here you can see an example: n walrus operator 5, and then we are checking whether it is greater than 3 or not. So it is assigning 5 to n and then it will return the value to y because 5 is greater than 3. Okay. Next, so what are the real world examples? Yes, they are applied in real world scenarios like calculating discounts, okay, or verifying logic, login credentials. Okay, so here it will check the authenticity using logical operators. Okay, and discounts will be checked with the help of arithmetic and comparison operators. Okay, so let us quickly revise. Okay, so we have we have learned different operators. Okay, and we have also learned the importance and the usage of every operator.